tracks. India is witnessing an uptick in COVID cases, with the majority of fresh infections being reported from the state of Kerala. Now, in the last 24 hours, 752 new cases have been reported, while unfortunately 4 deaths have also been reported. Speaking exclusively to Times Network, former AIIMS Director Dr. Randeep Guleria attributed the rise to 2 reasons. One being that the virus will continue to mutate and become more transmissible, and the second being that since it's the holiday season with more crowds gathering, the spread of infection will also naturally be on the rise owing to these environmental factors. Dr. Randeep Guleria also stated that it's important to understand that COVID is here to stay.
COVID cases are rising again. The World Health Organization issued a release where they stated that globally cases are 52% more. How do you look at this?
So that's true. Cases are rising. To some extent, it's not surprising because of 2 reasons. One is that as new variants emerge, they will develop an immune escape mechanism and therefore become more transmissible and cause more infections. Also, because this is the holiday season, people are traveling, there's crowds, and it's winter. So all of these, let's say, environmental factors predispose to the spread of infection. So you will have more cases once you have a variant which emerges, which is more infectious. The important thing, I think, is to understand 2 important issues. One is that COVID is here to stay. So we will have these surges of cases off and on, depending upon the local factors and the emergence of new variants.
Let's go across to my colleague Isha, who joins us live for more on this. Isha, could you please help us understand with the advisory which are also issued by the Health Ministry, and also an advisory is sent to the states respectively owing to the surge in COVID cases in the country?
Right, yes. So today, the total number of active cases are 3,742. That is the active case at the moment. In the last 24 hours, that is yesterday, the number of fresh cases that came in was 752. The data for today has not come in yet, but in the coming days, we are expected to see a surge which might get ahead because of the festive season that is coming in New Year's, and Christmas is just around the corner. So we are expecting cases to peak yet again. However, speaking exclusively to former AIIMS Director and Medanta Chairman Dr. Guleria, he stated that COVID is here to stay, and also this particular variant in question is a mild variant, is a mutation of the Omicron variant, and it won't be damaging to the health. It won't cause any massive damage to anybody it impacts. So, however, the mortality is also very less. Today we hear that there is 1 fresh death reported in Kerala, and the second case in Odisha has also come in from about the JN.1 variant. So fresh cases are coming in, and Gurugram and Noida have also reported these cases, but the number is extremely low. It's below 5 right now. So only time will tell if the cases further peak about this particular variant. However, what is also slightly more concerning than the Omicron is that this variant spread is it's a little more contagious than Omicron was. So this does spread faster, but the symptoms are like common cold. So it's not a serious situation. However, the Health Ministry has upped its guard. It's making sure that that no stone is unturned to make sure that if any crisis comes, that is averted in due time. So clearly, the Health Ministry chaired several meetings. In fact, Mansukh Mandavia, the Health Minister, chaired that meeting.
Right, Isha, as you correctly pointed out, that the Health Ministry is keeping a check and an eye on the rise in the COVID cases. On that note, I appreciate you joining us live with all those important details.